Hello from Myrtle Beach. Today we're going to talk about something that we've gotten a lot of questions about, and it's something that we had a lot of questions about before we moved here: how to get South Carolina residency. And if you're wondering why you care and why you want South Carolina residency, it saves a bundle on property taxes. I mean a bundle. It's a huge tax break if you have residency on your property tax. Hi, I'm Carmen, and if you're new here, we cover everything Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area. I've got Brian here walking with me. So we're going to talk about our personal experience applying for South Carolina residency. We don't have it yet because it takes several months to get. So it's something you want to do right away if you move here permanently, like we did. And it is not a simple process. It's a time-consuming process, and you're going to need a lot of information with you when you're doing the process. So the first thing we're going to talk about is where you need to go. But I want to start with the caveat that this is not to replace legal advice, not to replace tax advice. So definitely talk to your tax accountant and your closing attorney when you purchase your home, because any of these steps could change at any time. Also, I want to mention this is specific to Horry County because we moved to Myrtle Beach. It could vary in different counties, but this is the process that we went through, like I mentioned. The first step is to go to Horry County Tax Office and go to the auditor. The auditor is where you will get basically the tax bill for your vehicle. We recommend bringing your current registration with you when you come to this office. And also we recommend bringing the mileage for your car. We needed that. And of course the make, model, and year you purchased your vehicle. You may need other information, so definitely call the office ahead of time and make sure nothing has changed from the time that we recorded this video. And then in the same building, we were able to go right next door to the treasurer to pay the bill. And so it is two separate offices within the same building that you have to go to in this process, which that was a little odd to me, so I wanted to mention that. When you pay your bill, you can pay with a check or credit cards, but they charge you a 3.25, which again, this could change, percent charge if you use a charge card. So I recommend bringing your checkbook and saving that money. Next, you need to go to the DMV, and this is to get your driver's license or your ID, depending on your preference. And if you want to get your real ID, you'll need to bring specific documents with you. So definitely look that up online. You'll also want to get your new car registration. You can register to vote at this time, and also you can get your South Carolina plates. So when you come to the DMV, what you'll need to bring with you is your current driver's license, your current vehicle registration, your vehicle title, and also you'll need to bring proof of your new address, so like utility bill and so on. And like I said, if you're going to get a real ID, you need a couple of different forms of proof. And if you've had a name change because you, for example, like me, I got married, my name changed, you'll need to bring proof that shows that your name changed. So definitely look all that up online, because this is not a video about real ID. This is just a video about getting your South Carolina residency. If you happen to have a passport, definitely bring that with you. That is incredibly helpful, both for getting a real ID and the whole process. They like a passport. There's one more step in this process, one more place you have to go, so stay tuned for that. But we want to talk a little bit more about the DMV. One thing we wanted to mention is that it takes a long time, and I'm not talking about the wait. We got there at a good time, and I recommend going on a probably early in the weekday, but not Monday, and probably around mid-morning, around, I'd say maybe 10 a.m., not first thing in the morning. That's about what we did, and it worked out really well for us, but there's of course no guarantees about the lines at any of these places. Any of them could have lines. We only waited about 10 minutes at the DMV to get called back, but the process took, I would say, 30 to 40 minutes once we got called back. Would you say that's about right? Brian's agreeing with me. So definitely plan for time. I would say carve out almost a whole day for this. It won't take a whole day, but I think we probably spent 4 to 5 hours doing this entire process. And it's good to do it all in one day. Our closing attorney recommended to do it all in one day. So then the final step of this process is to go to the assessor. That is also in the Horry County Tax Office, or if you're not in Horry County, the tax office. But there's not an assessor in every Horry County tax office, so definitely look that up ahead of time and make sure you're going to a location. The first location we went to did not have an assessor, so keep that in mind. And this is where you finally apply for residency. Bring all the documentation you just got, but the main things that you need is your most recent tax return, and this is from your previous state, but your most recent tax return, as well as your new driver's license, and they may ask for other information. Again, just come prepared with everything. We had a folder with everything they could possibly want or ask for, and it paid off because we always ended up having what they needed. And that's another thing that you're going to need to keep in mind. While I recommend doing this as quickly as you can, you are going to have to wait till you get some mail that has your new address on it. Like I said, like a utility bill, water bill, that kind of thing. And if you're a married couple, definitely get your spouse's name on those bills because they have to see both names. It can't just be the one name. And both you and your spouse need to do this to get the residency. Like I said, definitely look all this up, do your own research. This is not meant to be, something that's definitive. It could change. We could have something slightly wrong. We're not experts, but we wanted to share our personal experience with you in the hope that it helps. And if you're interested in more videos about moving to Myrtle Beach, we are doing a series on that, and I will link to that playlist below in the description here because we will have more videos on moving to Myrtle Beach. If you like this video, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now and click subscribe so you won't miss anything new. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.